G'day, gang. So it's come to my attention that, and I don't know if it's escalated, there's more of it, or there's the same, and I'm just noticing it more. I don't know what it is, but it kind of makes me sad a little bit how much hate there is from some people, not just online, but online, offline, for anyone who doesn't agree with them. So if you don't think like me, if you don't eat like me, live like me, believe like me, have my value system, have my faith or my ideology or my beliefs, then you're wrong. And I think one of the challenges of the human experience is to be able to coexist harmoniously with people who aren't like us, who don't think like us or believe like us or necessarily have our lifestyle or our culture or our religion or whatever it is. And that doesn't mean that, we necessarily need to endorse everything and everyone, of course, but it just means that it's okay that people aren't like you and me, that they don't have our thinking, that they don't have our habits and rituals and rules and faith and beliefs and background. And because there's this real tendency that I see a lot for people to only listen to or only value or only respect or only even socialize with people who are just like them. It's called confirmation bias, where we only pay attention to things that sound like us or things that believe like us or people that believe like us or ideas or theories or information or messages or Facebook posts which support us. And when we have a fixed mindset, we close ourselves off from growth. We close ourselves off from learning or unlearning anything that is different or new or perhaps more enlightened. And we love to know. We have this, us human beings have this, and I'm generalizing here, but we have a bit of an addiction to certainty and knowing and absolutes. But the truth, as I experience it anyway, the truth of the human experience is that there's so much fucking uncertainty and unknown and unfamiliarity and uncomfortable that there's so much that we don't know. We don't know, but we're not okay with not knowing. We're not okay with not knowing what happens when we die. Who the fuck knows? But we want to absolutely know my church, my belief, my faith, or my political system, or my way of eating, or my way of exercising, or my whatever. My ideology is, and I'm not saying you need to change your ideology, but I think that when we, there's just so much stuff. This came out of something I was reading online a minute ago, and someone writes, here's how things work, X, Y, Z. And then someone comes on and goes, you're a dickhead, it's A, B, C. And someone else goes, no, it is X, Y, Z. And then someone goes, you're a fuckstick, it's D, E, F. And then all there is just this fucking noise. And everyone just screaming at everyone. And maybe I'm getting old and soft, I don't know, but imagine if we just chose to love people. I don't necessarily mean love what they do, and I know some people are harder to love, and let's not go to the extreme and go, what about rapists and terrorists? I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about just in the community, just in general. Imagine if we didn't have to be right. I spend my life teaching and talking, and I've written a fuckload of books and spoken to thousands of audiences and trained thousands of people and worked in a bunch of countries and spent, I don't know how many hours in conversation with people about life and death and beliefs and values and cognition and metacognition and purpose and faith and belief and anatomy and physiology and biomechanics and science and philosophy and spirituality and religion and everything. And I fucking know next to nothing. And I don't say that to sound humble. It's just true. We're so fucking limited, but we think we're so enlightened. We think we're so enlightened. And we're scared of anyone or anything that doesn't sound like us. So we live in this echo chamber, because when I'm in the fucking echo chamber, I feel safe and I feel validated and I know what's coming because everyone around me is like me and they think like me. And anyone who doesn't think like me or believe like me is wrong, because the idea of me being wrong fucking terrifies me. But I get up every day knowing that I'm wrong about something that I'm not even aware of. I'm probably wrong about many things. Imagine if we got away from the need to be right and the need to be vindicated and the need to criticize others. Imagine if we were just open, and imagine if we went, you know what, with a lot of things, I don't know what the meaning of life is. I don't know. Ask 100 people who are smart and philosophers and psychologists and theologians and spiritual gurus and the general public. Ask 100 people. You're not going to get probably 2 answers the same. Does that mean everyone's wrong and no one knows? And we don't fucking know. And it's okay that we don't know. What happens when we die? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows. But everyone goes, no, I know. No, you don't. You fucking don't. You might have belief, but you don't have knowledge. You might have faith, but you don't have knowledge. And it's okay that you believe that. 100%. And you could be right. Maybe there's judgment and heaven and hell and all those things. Or maybe there's nothing. Maybe there's something we don't fucking know. But why do we have to be so indignant and self-righteous and angry about fucking everything? For me anyway, this year I want to be more loving, or this coming year. And I'm not one for resolutions, you know that. And I'm constantly battling my own bullshit and my ego, and I recognise in me the things that I'm talking to you about, intolerance and all of those things. I recognise in that, but it used to be that, and now it's that, and I want it to be that. And I'm always going to be a fuck up, and I'm always going to be flawed, and I'm always going to, the pendulum always swings with me. One day I feel like I'm the fucking Dalai Lama and I'm making a breakthrough, and the next day I want to punch some fuckwit in the traffic because I'm human. And then I catch myself going, what are you doing? And why is he a fuckwit? See what I did there? But it's the human experience. And I think the quicker that we go, it's okay that we don't know, and it's okay that we're not right, and it's okay that we don't understand. It's okay that we don't know what tomorrow brings. But in the middle of all of that unknowing, we're just going to try to be the best humans that we can. We're going to try to identify values that matter to us and then live in alignment with those values. I guess that's it. Anyway, love your guts, everyone. I hope you're having a good time. And I hope the next year or so, and the 20, 30, 40 years after that, I'm not going to say I hope they're awesome. I hope they're interesting. And I hope you're living the life that you choose. And I hope you're using your potential and your energy. And I hope you're creating your own path, not following someone else's. And I hope you're writing your own story, not being a character in someone else's. Love you guts.